He also rejected the allegations of genocide against Israel as unfair. Foreign Minister Antony Blinken emerged from a series meetings with senior Israeli officials on Tuesday, and an important step towards recovering a sense of normality in corresponding settlement, which launched an assessment United Nations, which would pave way for civilians who were displaced by war in northern Gaza. As Israel's campaign went to a lower density stage in northern Gaza and as IDF scaled its forces there, we have agreed on a plan for the U.S. to realize an assessment mission today. He will determine what to allow the displaced Palestinians return the north houses safely. Now, this will not be on a night. There are security, infrastructure and human challenges, he said. Foreign Minister Antony Blinken came together with Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz in Tel Aviv during a week's journey to calm the tensions in the Middle East.Evelyn HocksteinPool Blinken also forcibly defended Israel from genocide allegations of South Africa before U.S. highest legal organ, U.S., and claimed that case disturbed world from vital efforts of conflict. Blinken, moreover, the genocide burden is unfair. He said, Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis and its supporters Israel destruction of and the mass of Jews clearly considering, especially prevailing. However, in Israel, Hamas's October 7th, since surprise terrorist attacks country during one few visits, Blinken government, especially right-wing officials against creation an independent Palestinian state expressed some criticism against creation an independent Palestinian state, stop taking steps that upset ability to manage themselves effectively. The secretary was also asked two Israeli ministers' calls for the transfer of Palestinians from Gaza, which was a stance that Ministry of Foreign Affairs hit, inflamed and irresponsible, last week. Blinken said that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu required resettlement of Palestinians outside settlement border and that government was not a position. However, it was far from being guaranteed to let the Israeli government to discover the paths of those who were displaced around Gaza. Since outbreak of war, U.S. officials say that Israeli government will accidentally benefit Hamas fighters in allowing various types of external assistance to enter Gaza and that changing country often requires a face. According to United Nations in Near East and Assistance and Labor Agency for Palestinian Refugees, about 2 million people in Gaza Strip, overwhelming majority of population was displaced at some point during conflict. A displaced girl was shown in a camp near South Gaza Strip, Khan Yunis, Nasser Hospital on January 2, 2024. Through Haitham ImadEPA The Agency also said that it has a very limited ability to distribute humanitarian aid in northern Gaza and sharing information about conditions in region shortly after start of fight. Blinken also discussed Israel's plans to reduce c.